what's up. I'm turning on the music as well. Let's go. Alright, I still need to make one of the setups. I still have to fix the advanced roles for one of them, but hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I hate analyst. I just find... You find the analyst OP? I don't think it's OP if you compare it with the seer though. I think there are a couple of seers in some of these setups, but most of the times it's in a balanced way. So in this case, I will have to exclude some roles still. So let me quickly just replace this with a all random role, so that I can actually exclude them. And what do? We have to exclude the zombie insect leader here. I'm doing this because then you can actually also play with advanced roles if you want to. And I think that's also what's gonna happen in this setup anyways. So there's a random phoning roll. Let me exclude the... I have to exclude the kitten and Wolfluencer, I see. Oh yeah, the password, by the way, the password is in the description. I will pin it real quick as well soon. But the password is TCLHYPE. I had to do it. Let me find sorcerer. I need to exclude sorcerer so that the Wolfseer cannot turn into a sorcerer. I need to exclude the Insti because the Cupid may not become Instigator. And let's ban some RV rolls. Mayor is banned, which automatically bans the Granny and stuff. Night Watchman has to be banned, apart from the fact that there is actually already a Night Watchman. It doesn't even matter. Like, if there's a Night Watchman anyways, we can as well have multiple. The random is going to be removed, Mickey, but I need to have it currently on so that I can disable rolls, because I will show you, if I don't do random, but I just pull back the random voting roll, which I can already do at this moment, but where is it? Like, if I do a random voting roll, I cannot adjust the werewolves and solo killers. So I cannot exclude, let's say, Kitten Wolf if someone gets Junior Werewolf, that's why. Or I cannot exclude Zect and Zombie if I want to have roll cards on, which is going to be the case. Let's see, what else do we need to exclude? The Analyst has to be excluded. So I only did this before one of the setups, unfortunately, but it got pretty late yesterday when I did this. Oh yeah, that means that I actually have to add the random roll again, or just RSV, I guess. Where's the RSV? Analyst. There you go. I also want to exclude the Spirits here and the Gambler because there's a fixed aura. The Ghost Lady is going to be excluded. I think that's all it. That's all we need to do, and then we can actually start with playing this setup. By the way, I think I'm not going to play myself because I'm going to host the tournament as well. I'm not going to play in the tournament either. So for me it's useful if I can already start with spectating and talking over what happens, because that's what I need to do when I record the tournament as well. So you guys have an extra spot to actually join. I have this. I will actually enable this. I don't really care about this, to be fair. Here's the password, guys. TCLHYPE in full caps. Let's go. I'm a spectate. Let me actually... I will pin this real quick. TCLHYPE is the password. Pin message. This looks very mesmerizing, I think, for you guys. Wait, there's a fake hypostein in the chat. That is hypostein. No one is called hypostein. Funny. Did I? Yeah, I pinned TCLHYPE. Yeah. The Stormwolf doesn't have to be excluded because there's no Nightmare Werewolf in the game, nor is the Random Werewolf. There's a setup with a Random Werewolf. There, I actually excluded the Stormwolf. So as you can see, there's 2 Night Watchmen, which is actually somewhat problematic, but okay, it's fine. There's 2 Night Watchmen. Alright. So who is playing? Oh yeah, if you want to, by the way, feel free. You can actually watch and play now, because I don't play. So you can watch and play. Yeah, I guess that technically the dev chat, you can access that if you are alive, but that's a small thing, I suppose. But this is a competition. This is TCL. Well, I'm not recording TCL right now, but this is some setup testing. So let me actually see. I have the point system in Discord. I actually haven't. I should have like looked at it before this, or like put it somewhere, because every setup has a different point system. Meaning, what is this game? It's Partners. The title of this is Partners in Crime, I think. So yeah, the village win is 6 points. Werewolf wins is 7 points. Solo win is 9 points. A couple wins depends on what is the couple, and the insti get 8 points. Okay. Yeah, I have some points per setup, because some setups have a lot of evils, but they will not get points when another evil team win, for example, in that case, and they will get less points than the village win, for example, which balances things out. And the only reason why I really need to test this setup is to see if we can actually... Whoa, that's a big kill there. One of the RVs is gone as well. So Cupid died, was instigated. Wow, it's kind of funny actually. Yeah, you need to copy paste if you want to join usually, because you have to be quick. Okay, so the first Night Watchman is dead. I should have excluded Night Watchman. I'm gonna test this setup a couple of times actually. Because I wanna have this as reference footage. I wanna be able to like go back to the stream after the stream and check how it actually went. But it's good if we have like some competition going on here, because when we play this, of course, in the tournament, then I think there's gonna be a lot of high level plays, or at least that is what I hope. So it's good if this is a somewhat representative of that. Cupid in Insti, yeah, that was kind of strange. About the Insti win, leaked fill win, I want it to be a leaked feature, not a bug. What do you mean? An Insti without recruits is still evil. That is entirely true, because they can support werewolves and bandits. I think, I don't know if they can actually even be converted into an accomplice. Not so sure about it, but maybe. Does anyone know if the bandit or if the instigator can be converted into an accomplice? Eight is so insti and 8 died now. So if you if you happen to submit this setup, because this is a setup from someone, then the prize is awaiting. I actually have a couple of codes that I can give. Someone says I have this glitch in a password. When I type one letter, it types stance. Oh, whoa, that's hefty. A ghost, Red Lady Fist, an evil player. Ghost Lady was killed because they were bound. Holy shit. The sorcerer killed by the bandits, and the night watchman killed by the werewolves. This is a lot of kills. I mean, I saw someone in this Insta win with Phil screenshots in Discord. That's strange, but I think it's better that it's a bug. It shouldn't be the case actually, because that's what the, you know, that's the thing with Insta. It's already stronger than Cupid because you always have a guaranteed couple that can work, namely an evil and a good roll, and you also have a private chat, technically speaking, or at least you have the private message thing. I think the Insta is already stronger than the Cupid in that perspective. So I think it's only fair if the instigator is not able to win with the village as well as like the Cupid. One thing I really don't understand sometimes is that have said that advanced rules are meant to be like, you know, more difficult to play, but not necessarily stronger, just a different way and more difficult to play. And sometimes if in more higher reward, a risk reward, you know. But a lot of the cases actually the advanced roll is just an upgrade of the base roll. Which I don't know if that's like what's really fair for the game, but yeah. If 9 and 12 Echo and Werewolf, then GG. Well, apparently there is still a split wolf and a wolfseer in the game. And an accomplice. Let's see what happens. Sheriff and accomplice die. Wow, werewolves win. Oh, there was a couple, but the werewolves have won this. What's TCL? TCL stands for the Custom League, and it's a competition I'm gonna host in April, a tournament. And we're playing 8 setups, and you get points if you win and if you do so good moves and stuff. Basically, it's a ranked-esque custom games tournament. Let's see, we can play this again, I think, but of course not gonna press on play again. Let's play this again. However, this time I'm gonna execute Night Watchman because I don't want the doctor to become a Night Watchman. Alright. Same password, same setup. Everything is the same. Oh my god, my game lags. When I have to spectate. I have to spectate. So yeah, there you go. So what we just saw was a couple very far in the game, but the werewolves actually pulled through. So I want to see at least... people are already complaining about how unwinnable it is for the village, but I have to see that yet. But there are a lot of kills and deaths and stuff, so yeah, maybe. But in general, the village gets pretty decent rewards as well for winning. You code paste too late, oof. The stream is so delayed, yeah, I can't change it, I think, no. Definitely not anymore now. The stream has like a 30-second delay, I think. Amber rules here, free split wolf, free split wolf, free split wolf. 7 claiming RV. And 8 is Aura. So yeah, in this case, this is probably not very realistic because... Oh wow, there was a Trapper as well, I just noticed. Trapper's an RV. But in this case, the werewolves would probably claim some info rolls as well. Free says 15 fake, and then they claim Cupid, but the Cupid, I don't know. Not a very good play to say you're Cupid, usually. Cupid is like this free kind of role to claim for werewolves. But actually the Cupid is evil as well in this case, because when we play competitively, Cupid doesn't support villagers, and especially in this setup, in this tournament context, the Cupid doesn't... I don't know if the Cupid actually gets points for a village win even, so... I haven't really specified that. Maybe I should specify that. For claiming Red Lady. Oh, that's a big kill. Seer was killed because their soul was bound to Split Wolf. And the Wolf Seer then died. And the accomplice died. Wait. So, am I right? 6 was coupled with 15 or 3. 6, I mean. And 6 was also instigated with 13. Wow, what was that? Imagine a couple who coupled 2 villagers in many rows. You can not couple more than 2 villagers, though, but if there's like an insti and a couple, and one player is involved in both, then you get what you just saw. Plus a Split Wolf as well. So 4 did visit someone who's evil. So at the moment there's like 2 werewolves, still a bandit. Insti and Cupid are also still alive, but not with their team anymore. By the way, how is the music, guys? In terms of volume. I don't know if it's too loud or too soft. 10 and 11 Cupid, okay. There might be folding roll as well. There's still a folding roll in the game, so. So now they're going for 10. But the Cupid is currently a good roll. Like, now the Cupid is able to support a village. But 10 is junior and takes the Ghostly. I don't know if that's really a necessary tag, but... I said I'm unlucky. My recent Cupid games, I coupled 2 villages many times. Ah, yeah, well, that happens. In that case, you just, yeah, you just should hope that the weirds are not attacking them. Right, Insti and Night Watchman are dead. Oh yeah, next week the first roll contest duel video will drop. So the first 2 rolls to vote for are gonna drop next week. Sadly, I'm not sure if all the judges are gonna be in time, because I asked them to actually drop it, to actually share their favorites already before this Tuesday, but they haven't. Some of them haven't. One of them did, and I did. Yeah, because we work with a point system. We have 20 roles already nominated of the base and advanced roles, and I'm waiting. And everyone has to give points to all the 20 roles, between 1 and 10 points, and with an exact amount of 100 points in total. So that means 5 points on average per role. And then I can decide which is the best role and the worst role and stuff. And then I'm gonna couple them for these videos. But yeah, 2 of the judges haven't done it yet, so I hope they can actually do it before Tuesday. And otherwise I will just go off my own and the other judge their pigs. You got coupled and recruited. Yeah, that was you, I guess. Wait. Yeah, 6. Okay, Mimrod is dead. He was a regular werewolf. Why does it say / werewolf? I've not seen that. I know they use that in like different languages. So now the bandit is gonna win. I guess Mimrod was sorcerer. The werewolves are all dead, and that means the bandits are about to win here. Cupid. Now it's just a matter of waiting this out. I want to test this setup one more time, and then we're going to move on to setup 3 because we're skipping setup 1 because I'm not sure if I'm not like able to have the fortune teller, I think, because the fortune teller got removed from the custom games list, sadly. So alright. Yeah, there is a voting roll actually still alive. Someone says 8 is full. One 8 is aura. I think the accomplice, fool's accomplice. Oh yeah, there you go. 7 was fool. 13 was doc. We had 2 doctors. Interesting. And what was the other? Oh yeah, trapper. We did trapper RV as well. Alright. We'll play this setup one more time. There you go. Alright, join. If you want to, of course. Repo, that setup evil win 100%. Yeah, it looks like there is an evil win, but what I would suggest is I'm gonna adjust the points for the village in this case, and probably lower the points for the evils. But what I foremost want to suggest is that evils also work against each other. I'm gonna remove the points for other evil team wins. Actually, I'm gonna do that already right now. Because currently it says like solo wins plus 9 points and plus 3 points for werewolves and other solo, but that which means that if the solo wins, that the werewolves also get 3 points for that. But I'm not gonna do that anymore with this setup because this is a pretty rough setup for the village already, and that's gonna count for the werewolves as well, of course. Like the thing is. The evils are, it's most likely the evils win. However, there's still a big difference between what evil wins. So, you know, it's still like an evil wins doesn't mean you're gonna have a bandit wins or an insti wins or a werewolf wins. So it's still difficult to also win as an individual of such a team. Also, now the fool died first night, which might be very advantageous to the village. The point, yeah, they cannot. You cannot tell the although there is a seer in the game, so technically you can tell, but that's always the case. Something I see that really lacks here is bullets. that is maybe the thing why it's not as balanced. But we'll see. And a medium, of course. Yeah, the custom. Yeah, so it goes. It feels quickly, man. It feels quickly. $15 asking for 13's roll. So now the village is having a good start. Yeah, so this is probably what I think is the case. I need to like play 10 of the games on every setup or so. You might actually see me stream a little bit more in the beginning of April. And even later in April, I think. So to just test some setups. And yeah, Gunner instead of Cupid. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not gonna replace roles anymore because this is a setup that won the contest. This one won. It's not the only setup that won, but this setup got picked because of what roles are in it. So I'm not gonna change anything anymore. The points are gonna be subject to change though. That means, like, you know, if you are solo and normally you would get a lot of points, you would get a lot of XP if you win. Now we can do that with the village instead. So yeah, that's how we balance it. Also, since the werewolves and bandits will not get points anymore for if the other team wins of those, then they will also be each other's opponent right away instead of like being a soft ally. I think Instigator is more balanced to Cupid than Cupid, yes. I think both, in terms of like, if you compare them as role cards, family, you know, I think both have their advantages and disadvantages. So in that case, it's balanced. And I also think for the game flow, for game balance in general, whoa, that's a massive kill there. It's also balanced. So what happened here? They killed the junior and they tagged the aura. Red Lady was a recruit of the junior. I think the Red Lady was coupled with the Split Wolf, or it was the Aura Seer was coupled with the Split Wolf. And then the Seer was of course bound with the Split. And now I would say 3 evils are already dead. No deaths? Okay, I guess Bandit has done something. Six reclaiming Cupid. You were recruit and coupled. Yeah, it happens. I also have a point system for if that is the case. It says like if someone is involved in both the couple and instigator team, then they will not win with either team, but instead they will win with the team of their role. Example, Doctor is coupled and instigated, they win with the village. If Werewolf is coupled and instigated, they win with the werewolves. If Cupid is not instigator, however, if Cupid isn't instigated, however, then the Cupid wins with the instigator and not... Wait, I read that wrong. If Cupid is instigated, however, then the Cupid wins with the instigator and not with the couple, allowing the Cupid to red out the couple for their own benefit. If instigator is coupled, then the instigator needs to support the instigator team and is allowed to red out their lover if that benefits the instigator team. So that means that the instigator team is always dominant over the couple team in case those are coupled or instigated. And if you are involved as a villager or a werewolf in the instigator and couple, then you are supposed to play with the original team of your role. So yeah, that's what it says. But yeah, this info will all be available. It's actually already available in the Discord server. If you go to setup voting, the channel there in the information tab, and you scroll to setup 16, which this one is, then you see this whole info bit. Your game is bugged. Oof. I don't know. Yeah, the game often bugs, sadly. Is there AFK people? Yeah, I mean, there is no... I don't see any werewolf kills, indeed. I think the sorcerer is AFK. What's your number, Effe? Like, who are you in this game? Maybe you have like an evil roll, then we can just, yeah. 7 says freeze evil. Oh, it seems like... I think Effe is free. So yeah, if this is any interesting to you, of course not necessarily the setup, but the whole tournament on its own, then make sure to join the Discord server. And of course, foremost, register yourself. That's the most important. Oh, you're 12, okay. So, yeah. You just went offline as well. Probably to type this. There you go. 3 is sorcerer. However, we're not done because there's still an accomplice in the game. You're accomplice but not killing. Why? Why you say that? I don't know. Or are you still bugged? I'm gonna say Akko is bugged. Finally, it's still a bit of overpowered in comparison to Sheriff, though, which is also funny since Fire is easier than Sheriff. Yeah, that's one of those... I don't know if it's more overpowered. I guess you're really dependent on, like, kills as Fio, but that's also the case for Sheriff, of course, so... There you go. Okay, the accomplice. Village won, but that's also because of certain factors, I would say. Alright. There you go. I mean, Phil can dominate. It really depends on what happens in terms of the couples and stuff. Alright. We have done this setup 3 times. We'll move on to the next setup. Not sure. I think it's this one. Hostility Hospital. Hostility Hospital. This is a setup. Totally different, as you can see. Spirit Seer, Vigilante. Couple of doctors. I still need to exclude some roles here, actually. If I want to have cards on. Wait. Do we need cards, though? No, we don't. We can actually just disable cards, because there's no RVs anyways. Let's just disable cards. And we don't need to exclude anything at all, then. So here we see it. Still the same password, by the way. He's TCLHYPE. Spirit Seer, Vici, 5 doctors, 2 solo killers, 4 werewolves, 2 grave rogues, and an avenger. Not a lot of info, but a lot of protection. Let's go. Oh yeah, this might actually be the... This is also a 20-second setup. And I think double trouble as well. Yes. This is crazy setup. Oh wait, it's private, fuck's sake. Okay, there you go. I had it on private. Okay, here you go. It's now available. I'm spectating. There you go. This is a more... This is also a pretty chaotic setup, honestly. Let me see, where is this setup? Which is this setup? Hostility at the hospital. Number 20. So this one is... Village wins 5 points. Werewolf wins 7 points. Couple wins 10 points. There's no solo points. There's no... Okay, I need to actually... Wow, there's not even points for solos. I haven't really... I forgot, apparently. Oh yeah, I have to start this manually. So, were there actually someone said 17 people. I don't know if there really is 17 people. No, I just see 16. Alright, so there's double trouble now. And the phases are 20 seconds. This is a quick game, guys. A quick game for real. Like an actual quick game. Like, the only reason I can imagine that the game mode quick game is called quick game is because a lot of people tend to flee. And this is already a couple of deaths. Ooh, this might actually be hard to really look at this setup with a critical point of view, because now you see there's a lot of random killing, technically speaking. Don't know if this setup is actually gonna be as good as I thought it would be. And these setups are like even voted up by the community. But double trouble might actually be a problem here. Gonna go 12. What is 12? 4 and 12 are red. So there's one SS. And that is a lot of couples as well. This is just like adventure game mode almost. Like, how many dogs are dead? Only 3. So there's still 2 doctors. There's 4 players left. An alchemist, a grave robber, and 2 doctors. Okay, I'm not so sure if this setup is gonna stay, actually. Or if I'm gonna... I might have to change this setup a bit, actually. This for real. The other one cannot... The other one I can just adjust the points, but this one is a bit chaotic. And not even chaotic in the... Chaotic in the wrong way, I mean. Because chaotic setups are fine, but... You know, this is a bit... overkill with double trouble and a bit uncontrollable. Hypo, you know, new calendar? What do you mean with new calendar? Okay, Doctor and Grave Robber died. I think this is a win for whoever is with the Alchemist. Alchemist plus Doctor or Grave Robber. Wait, how come I see 7 is coupled with who? Like what? It looks like 7 is like 7 looks like coupled with me. As if I and I even lose. I think I am registered as a player. That's a bit bugged. Let me see. What's the actual couple though that won here? Doctor and Alchemist, yeah. Wow. But wait, if 7 is not coupled with someone in the game, because you see 9 and 4 are coupled. Then we have 8 and 2, 1 and 14. 3 is coupled with... Looks like 3 is coupled with a lot of people actually, because 3, 10 and 13 all have the same. Is that actually also what happened really? 13 flat, 10 flat, 3 flat. I think 3, 10 and 13 were a triple couple, it looks like. And 7 was coupled with me, because no one else is coupled. This is a really strange bug. I don't think I'm gonna play this. Let's actually just play this again, but then disable double trouble. I want to see what actually happens. There you go. What if we don't do... Wait, this is the wrong setup. Hostility at the hospital. Where is it? Here you go. Double trouble. Love triangle, yeah. Bit sus. Alright. I'm not gonna participate myself. However, we could just... there you go. You can join it now. Wait, actually... This time, we should be starting as soon as the game is full. I want to just see what happens if there is no double trouble. Is this a good setup without double trouble? It's such a strange setup. Oh, I see why. Now I see why there is no points for the solo wins. That's because solos cannot win if there's doubles. If everyone is coupled, because it's gonna be couple win. Like they cannot kill if their own lover dies somehow. They also die. So yeah. But now they can of course win. But this is set up without double trouble. Same setup, no double trouble. And immediately no kills, because 5 doctors exist. Wow, I actually have to consider actually putting this setup away again. If this is gonna... I will have to discuss this in the Discord server actually, like what we do with this setup. Okay. Now it's totally different. I think after this one I want to try once again, I want to try the double trouble setting once again. Because last game it seemed like bugged as well with a triangle and me who was like coupled with 7. Yeah, the game literally said it was coupled with 7, so... Okay, doctor dead. Yeah, werewolves and solos have to just attack doctors because there's no way otherwise that they're actually gonna kill Fiji and Spiritseer foremost. You know, I think instead of trying this setup again, I'm gonna just discuss that right after this stream in the Discord. I'm just gonna, after this setup, we're just gonna test the third setup. Oh yeah, technically it's the fourth setup, but yeah, the third setup for today. Yeah, Wolvesville. And the other grave robber also died. The grave robbers can, the grave robbers are like wild cards. They can be anything, or rather become anything. I think there's no single role in this. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a single role in this setup that the grave robber cannot take over. Because they can take over solos. Alchemist killed the spirit seer. Oh yeah, with the red potions, of course. They're gonna vote 4? What is 4? They just say I hate the number 4 and the Avenger died. F for the Avenger. There is a Avenger in the setup indeed. There's like, it's here. They can be anything aside Wolvesville. Okay, so Wolvesville is not a possibility for the grave robber then. Alright. And I guess grave robber as well. Like, since there's two grave, imagine you're a grave robber and your target is a grave robber. Man, I should test that someday. I don't know if that would. I don't know if that's actually possible to test, but who knows. Like, you can, we could test that like by having a set with 16 grave robbers, or just less. Four grave robbers as only roles. And then a grave robber flees midnight, and then see if another grave robber takes over a grave robber. Oh, there you go. Kenny did some damage. The doctor, the Elke, the doctor, and the doctor. All doctors are dead. Wait, there's a Vigilante! The Vigilante is alive. Yeah, boom! Oh my god, the Vigilante, that's kind of funny actually. How often do you see that? That the Vigilante is the last role, totally hidden. I mean, Fiji is like a clutch role. That was such a clutch moment. Alright, let's go to custom again. And this time we're picking a different setup. I'm gonna dig It's About Your Aura, which is the most like ranked setup. And here I did the pre-work, as you can see. I excluded a bunch of roles. So role cards are enabled. I'm not gonna disable this. Private game off, of course. No extra settings. This is very normal game. I'm gonna be spectator. The 1% Vigilante type that doesn't actually run, that's true. Alright. This is the most normal setup you're gonna encounter. So this is a setup with random killing, 3 random regular villagers. Here are the random... Why does it say, oh, rules excluded from random rolls, of course. Yeah, bandits, And that means you can't get zombie insect either. Spiritual gambler, because the aura has to stay as aura. A mayor, preacher, baker, warden. Like, I don't want the medium, the jailer, the aura, the wolfseer, shaman, and witch, and cupid to turn it into anything else. So all those advanced rules are disabled. Ah, the granny died. Let's see how many... This... Okay, some... Okay, so finally we have a couple of aura claims here. So this is a info storm here. What's the password? The password is TCLHYPE in full caps. It's also pinned. In the... Yeah, it's a pinned comment. Let me actually check what the points... The points for this setup. This is called Do You Believe in Auras? Let's see. Oh wait, actually I have to disable roll cards. I didn't even know this, but there are no roll cards. This is specified by the creator. I have to disable roll cards entirely, apparently. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do in the next game that we do this then. Village wins 5 points, Werewolf 8 points, and Solo 10 points. And also 3 points for... No, wait, this is not... I'm looking at the wrong setup. It's about your aura. I'm looking at the wrong setup. This is a setup with roll cards. Never mind. Solo wins 10 points. Village 5, Werewolf 7. Couple wins. Depends on who is coupled. Basically, if a Werewolf and Solo... Werewolf or Solo and a Villager are coupled, then we have 8 points. 2 Villagers couples, it's 12 points because it's really hard to win as 2 Village couple. And if you see 2 Evils coupled, it's 10 points. What just happened? The witch killed the voodoo. And the medium died because of it, okay. Another witch killed the cupid, so we have an RV witch. Free claiming witch that killed 14. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you guys, in case you are not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. When we have 5k, we're gonna do is we have a... I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm thinking about a roll tier list again. Like, it has been a while ago. And I might either do it on stream or on video, but probably, I don't know which I'm gonna choose. And I also want to do a 5-hour long stream when I hit 5k subscriber. Of course, Wolvesville, 5 hours of Wolvesville, which is a lot for me, but we will see. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And this is one of the RVs that just died. RV Witch is village has twice as more chance of winning. Yeah, well, to some extent. The witch is like one of the roles I can maybe disable as an RV. Although the setup creator didn't really specify anything for disabling RVs. But witch is a role most people just randomly... well, not in a competitive surrounding, which this is. Or maybe not specifically this stream, but at least the tournament. if you're gonna fully random as witch in the tournament, and yeah, it will probably lead to bad things, toxic people, and point deduction, or at least like point deduction if you actually kill like a villager with it. Ain't witch dog sheriff. That is entirely correct. Who is actually claiming? So there's no aura RVs. That is 100% correct what someone just said there. Because there is 2 witches. There is a sheriff. And there is a doctor. And the doctor is not fixed in this setup. Because we have a ghost lady and a witch. And those are fixed protectors. And we have a grumpy grandma, of course. And the wolf shaman just died. The stream is just a tourney setup with normal players. The tourney will have people that know what they're doing. Hopefully, yes. Exactly. That's also why I'm gonna... Whoa, there's an Elu in the game. Whoa. Okay. That is something. That is something. 2 said they saved someone, so 2 claims witch, basically. Four and 1 saying that they are Elu. But yeah, the games that I play right now are just to see if we can catch any major problems with the setups. And honestly, we already caught a major problem, namely the double trouble setup. Because there is, like, you could say I can keep the setup because there's 5 dogs in it, which is already special. But I gotta say, there's another setup with 6 dogs. That one is like supposed to be the setup that we just had when we disabled double trouble. So that one is gonna stay most definitely. So I might have to choose a different setup. And also the fortune teller setup is actually still in is still questionable, because I don't know if the fortune teller is gonna be available by the time that the tournament takes place, which is mid till end April. Okay, 6 is gonna die. I think 6 is Elu then. Or random. Wait, is there a random werewolf dead? We don't know. 6 is Wolfseer. Aha. So yeah, Voodoo died, Wolfseer died, Shaman died, and maybe one more werewolf. Oh, this is the real illusionist. And 1 was also Wolf Shaman, along with 4, who was Aura, of course. Who was the other Aura? 12, okay. The double trouble setup was fun, but it's not really ideal for a tournament, to be fair. We can do this one again. I think this is a decently fair setup. It's about your aura, this one. I can actually exclude the witch this time around. Only 1 fixed witch in that case. Alright. No RV witch this time then. Let's see what that does. But yeah, the tournament is gonna be recorded and not live streamed, the tournament itself. And it will drop as videos. Every setup is gonna get its own video, probably, unless there's like let's say a setup only lasts so long. Like if the video would be like 4 minutes, then no, then I will make it 2 setups in a video, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm always excited to see what the random killing role is, what is the random werewolf role, and what RVs are we gonna see. But the RKR and the random werewolf are the most important ones. 10 claims Aura again. Hello Santeri, how are you? 4 claiming Ghost Lady, but 11 said that 4 is evil. The Ghost Lady can probably pretty much safely counterclaim now, and 8 does that. That means that 4 is probably evil. But 4 accuses 8 of counterclaiming late, which is kind of true, but it's not very... It doesn't matter anyways. 10 says 1 evil. How many people are claiming Aura? 11, 16 and 10 claim Aura. Someone claimed RVBH, which is of course risky, because most people that play competitively don't trust these Hunter claims. And somehow they're actually still gonna go with 4. What did 1 claim to actually not get voted here? One claimed Cupid. Aha. Grumpy Grumpers. 4 is actually Ghost Lady. Alright. And the Wolf Shaman just died. So, who said 4 evil? That is 11, so that means 11 is gonna die next, I think. Yeah, hashtag don't betray BH, indeed. I'm not gonna say anything in the chat, although I would. I feel like I instinctively want to say 11 fake. Even they should be knowing that this... The village should also realize that already. What happened there? Evil dead. Okay, there's an evil detective. And they killed. Wait, why is 10 muted? What did 10 say? 1 evil. But I think they muted the wrong player, I think. Oh, there's a priest. The werewolves indeed lost very hard. And they really tried their best. But they're kind of unfortunate here. Also with the evil detective. The evil detective really changed this for the werewolves. There's still Voodoo Werewolf, of course. But I don't really think the Voodoo Werewolf is gonna carry the werewolves so far. Although the Voodoo Werewolf is strong. Can't deny that. Hello Skylo, how are you? Six claiming Cupid right now, and that's say that they called out 1. But the village is really doubting that they should vote 6 or 8 here. Eight counterclaimed 4. I think 8. 8 is also Ghost Lady. Oh wow. So this is a fun game, because here you see that the Ghost Ladies, that the village are actually, the werewolves, I don't know if the werewolves are necessarily choking, but the village are doing really good things and really bad things in this game. Okay, the witch died. 12 is muted. Is FC gonna be in a game? I would like to check that, but I'm not 100% sure. Wait, I can check. Where is it? Setup voting, no. Setup schedule announcement. It's an announcement. FC, is it in the setup here? The next up is gonna be fun actually. I have to make a couple of setups still, which I'm gonna do on stream as well. I believe Flower Child was in the setup, I thought, but I don't see it, so maybe not then. But yeah, it's always a possibility as RV. That's something I know. So don't betray Ghost Lady. Lol. The Ghost Lady is honestly kind of a scapegoat nowadays, since it cannot confirm itself by protecting someone. So that's kind of fun actually, for the werewolves at least. But the Ghost Lady, yeah, that nerf was really a huge nerf. Okay, the Tilt hero died, they were Voodoo. So now it's just gonna be a matter of I think the couple is still in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, shut up, it keeps scrolling back, what is that? Okay, couple's still alive, I think. Couple is still in, and the Evil Dead is still in. Yeah, the Evil Dead's not gonna win this either, indeed. How does everyone have role icons? Well, yeah. You can unlock them, and apparently some people have... Yeah, I don't really have any legendary cards for myself, but apparently there's people who do. I think 12 is exposed. Unless they're claiming full, okay. Yeah, then you know it's over. Do you think Spy should be a permanent role? I think Spy is a pretty good role. Like, okay, so if we have like... How many... I'm thinking what roles have not been released yet, but have been tested. We're having the Locksmith, Spy, Judge, Blind Werewolf, Anarchist. Is that all? I think those are 5 roles that are like... not released yet. Like, if we have those roles, which roles do you think are the most likely to come first in May, for example? Okay, there's the Evil Dead, and it's over. And Aura Seer was coupled with the Priest. Aha. This is a decent setup, I would say. This is probably the most balanced one, in all honesty. But yeah, this is also the ranked setup, and during the voting I didn't want to have many ranked setups because it's still a custom games league pretty much. Though it has to be better than what we just did with the Double Trouble one. We'll do this one more time. I'm gonna get some tea. And you can play. Alright, this is gonna fill up quickly. Alright, you will... Oh yeah, Bully. We have Bully as well. Bully? I forgot about Bully. I think... Yeah, I agree with Omega Lil. I think Spy, Judge, Blind Werewolf. I think... I'm not sure why they don't have the Blind Wolf yet. Maybe they think it's too OP, but it's difficult to nerf it, so... I don't think Bully is that bad, actually. It's maybe... it maybe should be nerfed and then not as a VG but as another type of role. Or they should like make it a jailer advanced role. That's also a possibility in my opinion, because you can actually concuss people at night, so technically you can role block them. But then they should maybe also buff it with like 4 rocks, which is also suggested that they're gonna do that. Blind Werewolf has some bugs. Ah, okay. So I didn't know that, for example. And the Anarchist is really difficult to implement. Spy and Judge are, for me, ready to go pretty much, in my opinion, in terms of balance. And then you have the Locksmith, and Locksmith is still tough to judge for me, to say how good it actually is. Alright. I'm gonna be muted real quick. Alright. Locksmith needs a big change. Yeah, it's difficult to actually... I don't know. It's so difficult to make a really unique role in the protective tree. Though I gotta say, I think there is a couple of them in the role contests right now that actually are gonna be in the shorts. So I don't know if you want it, but I can share you the first 5 items that I made for the role contest roles that actually qualified, and that you will see. Oh, my voice! That you will see in a short soonish. Looks like it's a Pucci type role, boring and generic, but stronger enough so no one complains about. Yeah. RV, RC, other arcade, voting, yes. Look, I will show you the... Actually, what's happening? I'm gonna show you the pictures after this game. Let's first concentrate on the game. Haven't really paid attention to the game itself. I see the jailer died already, which is bad for the village. And the witch, and they haven't really killed a werewolf or any evil to begin with yet, so... What if Blind Werewolf check Werewolf fan? I think they get to see the other category. I like cursed, probably. What's 14? Probably evil or just fake. 14 is Aura's here. Oh wow. Village is not strong here. Imagine random werewolf. There is a random werewolf in this setup. I always like it when there's a random werewolf. You know, it's just an extra spice. It's like random villager, but then random werewolf. Honestly, I think after random regular villager, I think random werewolf is my favorite of all of them. Because I don't know, RKR can be. RKR is not that interesting if bandits are banned, but yeah, for the sake of this tournament, I have to ban bandits. And that's also just better for balance in general. And yeah, I don't know, RSVs are usually provable, so that's less exciting. And random rolls, yeah, that's usually not balanced. Not made to be balanced. And then you have the random voting roll only is like 1 of 2, but it's fun anyway as well, because if the random voting roll doesn't die quick or isn't checked or anything, there's really any type of danger in the game, so. Werewolf isn't a random werewolf. I think it used to be, but I don't think it just said it in the list, but it's never been an actual random. Oh, I can't see how many people vote 11, but it's apparently a lot, and 11 is Cupid. Wow, the evils. Yeah, okay, technically the Cupid is an evil in this set, but evils are absolutely dominating. Okay, the Elu died. Still a couple of werewolves left, though. Is muted. I think the werewolves have this. I feel like there's still 4 werewolves. That's really real. And the couple is alive. The Cupid not, but the couple. Yeah, I don't know why the games have illusionists. Apparently people like to pick illusionist. But yeah, there's not many options. I mean, you get like... Yeah, it says like sect leader and zombie are in, but it's not the case. Because you have to get bandit in order to get those, so... Basically what's optional is serial killer, corruptor and arso. Where? Oh, there's arso. And then LK, Kenny, Bomber, Evil Dead, and Elu as Advantage. So not many. I don't know, it's still kind of weird that we get to see Elu this often. We got 6 cards from event, so nice. Also guys, what do you... I have a question for you. For me it's difficult to answer, but what do you value more? 5 roll cards or 380 gems? Okay, first werewolf died. Village might actually still have it. They are a bit slow. The music is a bit loud, okay. I will adjust it. There you go. I think this is better. 5 roll cards, okay. Bodyguard. Bodyguard's RV. Okay, that's the couple gone. Aura's here and bodyguard. So now the werewolves. I don't know if how many people are confirmed good, but it's 4 versus 3. So if the village makes a single mistake, it's over. Or if the random werewolf is like split or junior, but if it's split, then it would already be over now. So it's not split. Or kitten wolf. Okay, that's good that you can hear my voice. But yeah, I still need to I still would like to know the. Wait, I can make a poll for this real quick. Let me do that on my phone actually. Then I don't need to disturb the game recording thing. Let's see. I have to make a poll on my phone. You guys get to answer it in the poll, I suppose. Live. There you go. Oh yeah, guys, if you're watching and you haven't liked it yet, please leave a like. Well, this is the like. Not this like, unless you unless you really don't like the stream or so. But why can I not make a poll on my phone? Okay, the random werewolf is a shaman. That means that I don't think the village has a chance. Or I think the werewolf. Wait, werewolves win. Is there a trapper in game? If there's a trapper, the werewolves have to kill. If the voodoo has a mute, then it's over. If the werewolves mute someone and they kill someone now, it's over. Yeah, flower child done. And someone is muted. Okay, they can 2v2. Werewolves win. So this is by far the most balanced setup we've seen yet, I think. But maybe the first setup was also pretty okay. See setups without Genie Rails. I hate see so much that I stopped playing. Wow, that's really extreme. I do have a video idea for the seer, actually. Like an opinion video on the seer, because I also don't like the seer, as you probably know. But yeah, there's I have so many ideas on the schedule. Next week by the way, there's some people who already know this. They may not spoil this, but next week is gonna be a banger. There's gonna be a good video next week. I can tell you that. And it's gonna be on a different day than I usually upload as well. Hypo, I may have done a stupid. I put my name as LP1N instead of LPN1 to sign up for TCL. Okay. I don't think it's gonna be a big problem, to be fair. You can fill in the form again. It's not like a really big form if you want to, and I will remove your first submission in that, or submission, I don't know, the first registration in that case. If you think it's gonna form a problem. I'm not sure if it will be a problem. The most important thing is the Discord. Because if you're in the Discord and I know your username, I can always just ask your username in the Discord, you know, so. Now there won't be any, yes, bandits have also not been featured that often, but I'm actually not even that mad about that. Actually, whoa, wait. I didn't notice it, but the werewolves didn't actually kill someone. In which month the roll contest will come out? June. Like the shorts will be, there will be probably 10 shorts like every week one short, and that's gonna start next week. So the entirety of April and May are definitely gonna be dedicated to shorts. I'm gonna try maybe to get like a couple of weeks with 2 shorts instead of 1, so that it can be a bit quicker, so that I'm actually done by the end of May. And then we will have... Then I have like a couple of weeks probably to make the top 10, because it always takes a lot more time than an average Sunday video as well. And then at the end of June it's probably done. It's gonna take a while, but like, you know, in contrast to the last 2 months in which pretty much you heard nothing about the contest at all. Like February we judged the roles. We were busy for 1 month. Okay, wait, what happened there? Oh, they were coupled to Ghost Lady, which... Yeah, well, coupled. Ghost Lady was bound, basically. Okay, the werewolves win this. GG. Who are the werewolves? There's actually a trapper indeed. Voodoo werewolf is 9. At 2. 2 and 9. Voodoo is pretty strong, but I think it's fair in this setup. So I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna give you some spoilers, I guess. But first I wanna know. I'm gonna make a poll real quick. Start a poll. And what will we ask? Which do you prefer? Oh, there you go. And then we're gonna do 300 gems. Gems. 5 roll cards. Okay. This is mesmerizing. I see a lot of... I see the screen in the screen in the screen. You know that... that feeling. Let's see. I also wanted to... I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna show you the fan-made rolls real quick. Or at least 5 of them. I'm not gonna say what they do and what the name is and who made them. I'm just gonna show the icons. My god, my PC is a bit slow sometimes. Roll for my rolls, roll ideas, roll contest. Okay, so this one... This one is the first one. You have seen this one. This is like... This was on the thumbnail. Your role is the most complicated thing ever. Okay. I don't know which role you made, but... personally, I usually don't know... I'm not really someone who judges or rates in complicated roles that high, because the best roles are pretty simple to understand, but also offer some strategy and variability and stuff. Let me actually end the poll because it's in my way. 5 roll cards is the winner apparently. Alright, there you go. Alright. Then the other. I'm gonna show you the other fan-made rolls well real quick. There you go. Let's do fan-made roll. Then I have a trauma with liquids on my desk. Yesterday I let it fall twice, so it was really wet here. This one, let's do this one. This is a fan-made roll as well. Angel Wolf. I don't know. Angel Wolf. Maybe it was one of the submissions. I don't know. Let's see. Then, what else do we have? Oh yeah. In terms, if you didn't understand the video that I just dropped entirely with the roll duels, then you can ask it here. But basically, the judges and I are currently judging which roll is the best and which is the worst of the 20. And when we have a ranking of number 1 to 20 based on points, then the duels will be like as follow. The number 1 will take on the number 20, the number 2 will take on number 19, 3 will take on 18, 4 will take on 17, and that kind of stuff till 10 and 11. So the more mid your roll is in the of the 20, the more mid opponent you get as well. And if your roll is really good, your opponent in the duel will be not as good. And the community voting is basically just a somewhat of a final check for us to see if we made a wrong decision. Why did I make it roll contest 4? Okay, here's the 4th icon. You guys are all guessing what they are all called. Here you have, well, roll 4. Corrupted roll glitch wolf. I see some speculations here. The better roll should always win. That's not like, of course, the better roll, the roll that you think is better should win, of course. But if let's say Surveillance is one of the judges. If let's say if all the judges, or if the judges come to the conclusion that, like, let's say this roll is number 1, this is our favorite roll, and this roll is our least favorite roll of the 20, then these two rolls will face each other, because that would be fair for the two placements that they got. So most of the times what you will probably get is if number 1 and 20 are gonna face each other, then I think that the community is also gonna pick roll 1 overall, but I'm not 100% sure on that, of course. But when it comes to roll 10 and 11, for example, it's really close to each other. So then then it's really unsure what's gonna happen. And especially for those, it's interesting to see what the community thinks. Let me show the last fan-made roll I have an icon for. I drew pretty much all of these icons myself, except for one of them. One of them is actually submitted in the DM in Discord. And if someone, this is the 5th one. This one is the one that you saw on the thumbnail as well, is the one that was actually drawn by whoever submitted this roll. Baby crew. I can see if the most rolls. Let me see how many rolls are evil and well, not the auras necessarily, but just like how many of the rolls are werewolves. I think 2, 3, 4, 5. We 5 werewolves. 5 werewolves. I have to think about which roles there's solos and not. I'm not 100% sure if there's any solo actually. Actually, I don't think there's any solo. I think it's 5 werewolves and 15 villagers. Spy 2.0. Now shows every single custom rule. Oh, every single custom rule, that's like... if I open that document, I don't know, it's gonna take forever. And I'm definitely not gonna open the document with my grades, my personal grades, because I rated all the rules. And yeah, oh yeah, also if you submitted a custom rule or a crazy game mode rule, there's like 30 or 40 of them, so less competition. But the judges haven't judged them yet, I believe, or maybe one of them did, but they haven't shared anything in terms of judge. So I'm not 100% sure if they're gonna actually be judges on those contests. But I have looked at all the roles, including reworks and custom and crazy roles. So, and I will definitely make a video on it as well. Like, I think the reworks, for example, can get a fun video. Like, I'm gonna be able to suggest some reworks based off what you submitted, and there are definitely a couple of really good reworks in my opinion. Stormwolf is one of the most frequent roles in terms of reworks as well, which you could maybe also guess, but Hype gonna end stream soon. Not actually. I don't know when I'm gonna end it. We're gonna play, I think, 1 or 2 more setups. So in terms of the killers, I see a comment about the killers. I just looked at the list. I don't think any of these roles is a killer actually. I don't think so. So if that's the case, then if you submitted a solo role, then you have not made it into the top 20, I think. That's kind of a spoiler, but yeah. Like, there's one person who made really good roles in my opinion. Like that, and there's a couple of people who submitted like so many roles, like 14 or 15 roles. But yeah, let me know what you think of the icons. Actually, this one here that I have here, this one here is also the one that looks like a corrupt werewolf. That is a icon that is like, someone made this icon and I modified it a bit. So I guess this is also technically not really my design, much like this one. But the other 3 are all drawn by me. I do see that this role needs a bit more thick lines. So yeah, Stormwolf needs a rework. And there are a couple more roles that we might need a rework on. Alright, this is it for the... Oh, wrong. Also, this one is gonna come back, of course. I'm down bad since my only custom role was a solo killer. Well, it depends on if you submitted a custom role. If you mean with custom role that it was meant for custom or crazy game mode, then I'm not sure what I gave you, because then it's not included in this top 20. But if you just submitted a base or advanced role that belongs to the solo team, then it's probably not in the top 20, because I think it's 15 villagers and 5 werewolves. Also, if you submitted a base role, you don't have a really good chance either. I think there's only 1 base role in the top 20. It's mostly advanced roles that made it far. But there's also 200 of the by far the most submissions were advanced roles as well, so it's like 200 plus of the 300, 400 were like an advanced role. You like Core Wolf the most. Let's see if you also like the ability. Like, you will see soon enough. Yeah, all the top roles that are either base or advanced roles are werewolves or villagers, I think, at least. Like, I have a top 20 here. I'm not gonna show you, of course, but if I just read the names, I don't think any of them is a solo role. But I have to check it if I really want to be sure about it. The bully votes in your poll are 69. Nice. Alright, let's play again. Let's have ads about... What do we do? Actually, I wanna... Let's make a new setup with one of the things we need to test as well. Someone suggested this setup in the TCL Discord. But yeah, it's over with the setup submissions. Like, if I'm gonna replace a setup, I'm gonna replace it with one that's also popular. Alright, we're gonna have this one called Breakout Season. This one is a setup not with zombies, but with cursed, I think. Season, my typos. TCL, hypo typo. Aura, Gunner, Jailer. Where the hell are Gunner and Jailer? Up there, of course. Doc and Doc. 2 doctors, 2 RVs. Doctors are up here as well. Then we have 2 RVs which are here. Then we have 4 cursed. We have 3 sorcerers. And 1 kitten wolf. That's the setup. I'm gonna first actually include a random roll so that I can disable some rolls real quick, which is gonna be Spirit, Gambler. We have to exclude Witch and Mayor as well. I disable Witch and Mayor because they're provable RVs now. I think someone who said that that was a fair point. Also, we're excluding Grave Robbers and Wolf Fan, of course. You think you submitted a werewolf and an RK? Well, you have a chance if you submitted a werewolf. But if you submitted a werewolf or an RK or anything in either the custom crazy game modes or custom crazy or in the reworks, then you still have a chance. I haven't really made a top so much on those yet, but it's really difficult to judge, to make actually a top 10 on the custom / crazy game mode, I think. And maybe it's just gonna be top 5 as well, but yeah, we'll have to see for that. Imagine 3 regular werewolves. Yeah, the kitten wolves, or I mean the sorcerers, would have to coordinate in this setup who is gonna turn into a regular werewolf. But yeah, they cannot communicate, so they cannot really coordinate this. Let's see, what else do we exclude? We need to exclude any advanced rolls of the Doctor, which is Night Watchman and Butcher. We exclude the VG, although I don't think you can even pick VG if you get Gunner. We exclude the Warden. Let's also exclude Junior, Wolfluencer. Split, where's Split? Split is here. And Wolfseer. And of course a couple of RVs. This one has to go. Let's have a kitten wolf here. Also, it's probably better off if I don't have my stream open on my phone now. Like, it's gonna eat my internet. To be honest, I needed to rework my role in next year. Yeah, maybe. If you had a good role, if you were confident but it didn't make it in, you can look at it, I guess. Hypeson, have you seen their teams or only the icons and names? I don't have icons for most of the roles actually. Like, I made a couple of them, The 5 that you just saw, those are the icons I have so far, but I have to still make 15, so there's still quite a bit of work, but the upcoming week I don't have even that much time for that, because I have a lot of work on a specific video as well. Or actually even on all my videos, because I haven't made any videos for next week yet, so like this evening I'm probably gonna work on the quick guide for next week, which is gonna be the bomber, by the way. We have a solo role next week on the quick guide, the first one. Let's exclude a couple of RVs. This one is already excluded. Which one has to be excluded? Because it's too OP. Of course, Baker, Preacher doesn't really... Actually, never mind on those then. I don't think... Yeah, Pacifist has to be excluded. That's it. Exclude BH. Why BH? I don't think BH needs to be excluded here. I can exclude Trapper though. I think that's fair. Let's see. I don't think does this game has no special settings, so I guess we can just make it no talismans, roll cards enabled. Of course, TCLHYPE as password. There you go. I'm gonna spectate. Oh, that's me spectate, alright. You were waiting 5 minutes. I don't think you made it in either. Oof. I don't think 4 people really have the this curse icon. Or Aura Seer icon. I think if just one person has an icon, it's gonna appear. I'm not believing that 4 people who play Cursed here all have the gold icon on Cursed. Yeah, I don't know why Cursed are golden. There's probably just one person who has it, or 2, and they all become golden. Okay, the Aura Seer died, or one of the Auras. So this setup doesn't have a lot of variety in terms of the amount of rolls, apart from the RVs, of course, which can be a lot. 14 claims Aura, 12 claims Aura. This is funny because 7 is confirmed Aura, 14 is Aura, claims Aura, but it says 12 is good. 14, 12, 16, good. There's too many, okay, there's already too many claims here. Like, this is funny because 12 and 14 claim Aura, that means one of them is RV, then you have... Oh, 16 hasn't claimed anything, so 15 is RV, 13... I don't know if 13 claims RV or if they demand the RVs to claim, but 8 and 15 claim RV. And there's a lot of auras. And they're voting 12? Why are they voting 12? Like 14 said 12 good. So either 14 might be lying here. Huh? Oh, we have sorcerers, of course. I forgot about sorcerers, but we have sorcerers and they're good. Yeah, they're so good. Yeah, the stream is behind, like, I think it's maybe even more than that. 10, 20, maybe even 30 seconds. Okay, don't know if that means that the curse turned or the doctor saved. Which curse turned? Well, guess we'll never find out. Who did it? This is funny. I think this setup is actually the first one, apart from the ranked setup, that's really gonna work easily. Although more testing is required, but so far this feels balanced. And fun as well. Gunner and Jailer should claim, yeah, maybe. So, what do you think is gonna happen in this game, guys? Two golden... Yeah, who knows? I don't think so, though, but... Like, how would you even... That's an actual interesting question. That's an existential question, because there's... The regular werewolf is not involved in the card system, so there's no way you get a golden icon for the regular werewolf. So I guess you turn into a normal icon werewolf then. Okay, Sheriff died. That's an RV. This setup is doomed to be chaos because a lot of people can turn. But it requires some chaos from the werewolves as well, because if the werewolves don't try anything, you know, they're gonna... The village will still be able, I think, to manage it. Curse died. So the curse is not gonna be a werewolf at least. Technically, what's funny in this is that the sorcerers can confirm each other as well. That's good. There's no way you're gonna distinguish between that. Yeah, if you're cursed, I would probably try to claim RV in this setup because yeah, you're like always being a suspect. Or you will have to deal with the fact that if someone gets turned, if someone doesn't die at night, then you are gonna be lynched because people are suspecting that you might have been that curse that turned. 5 claims Jailer. So now you can see who's doubting to vote 13. Although I would say, like, if you're a werewolf, you're gonna shoot someone. Yeah, maybe. 9 claims Gunner. Source and werewolf, and which categories are they? For what do you mean? Like, werewolf fan cannot appear as a random villager or anything. Werewolf fan could only appear in the random roll category, because that's the only place where a curse can appear. And the sorcerer can appear as a random werewolf because it's an advanced role of the Wolfseer. Yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah, random werewolf. So the cursed slash werewolf fan slash grave robber only in the random roll, in the general random roll, like the one that you have in the crazy game mode, all random. And the sorcerer can appear as random werewolf. via the Wolfseer, of course. Someone may be turned by a kitten wolf. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, kitten wolf, as soon as the kitten wolf dies, it might be true panic for the village actually, because anyone can be converted. Okay. 16, what is 16? Yeah, you don't even know what 16 was. 16 could have been either sorcerer or cursed. But at least they killed a werewolf. I would say this is actually one of the best setups I've seen in a while. And this one is definitely gonna be a good one for the TCL. Having a sorcerer as random werewolf is scary. It is. It really is. And it's the only context in which it's actually a strong role, I think. Because if it's fixed, people are gonna keep that in mind anyways, that there is a sorcerer in the game. They're gonna distrust info. Especially if someone is getting confirmed good. It's not as valuable. Top 3 worst random werewolves to deal. I would not say. I don't know if. I would say Berserk. If it's a random werewolf Berserk, yes, that is terrible. Because no one's gonna count on that ever. Pretty much anything that can like be surprised. But the Wolfseer, I would not agree with random werewolf Wolfseer. Of course, that can like. It can help the werewolves a lot if they have that extra info. But I don't think it's really gonna be terrible. Sorcerer is more scary in that case. I think what's like an actually scary random werewolf? I would say like. Yeah, like things like Storm Shadow if you save it till the end. Wolfluencer could be scary as well. Split as well. Like, imagine you just bind someone and only at the end of the game, people village thinks they're fine, but nope, they're not, because there seems to be a split wolf who has a double win condition. This is a really good setup, yeah. Levin also says it's a crazy setup. Okay, another regular werewolf down, but you don't know what they are. Could have been sourced, could have been cursed, who knows. I think Wolfman's can be worse than Shadow in the endgame. Yeah, if you really have a Shadow as a surprise in the endgame, that is more OP than Wolfmancer for sure. Also depends on how many werewolves are there, but yeah. I'm thinking of what else is scary is a Wolf Shaman. A Wolf Shaman can be scary too, because they can like actually catch someone off guard if no one knows there's possible enchantments in the game. I don't think Voodoo and Nightmare are that scary as random werewolves, because you will find out soon enough, most of the time. They can be scary if they really save their abilities to surprise in the end though, but yeah, how often would you see that happen? Okay, another werewolf down. Still, it's not over. That's the funny thing of this setup. Like, how many regular werewolves are dead? If you look at the player list here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 actually. One of the cursed is dead. One of the sorcerers is dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 9 possible werewolves, because we have to keep in mind there's also a kitten wolf who might have converted one of the villagers. So at most there are 2 werewolves left. Wolf summon is too inconsistent, I don't know. Let's see. Which setup you mean with the zombies? Okay, one is a werewolf. Is it over? Yes, it is. So one is cursed. 2 and 3 were both sores. A lot of cursed. But this was a fun setup, I'm not gonna lie. This might be a success for the TCL. One of the stand-out setups. Right, we can try this setup again. How late is it? Okay, so I have probably dinner in like half an hour. I think this setup will get a pass anyways. I'm gonna make one final setup. Let's see. This one is a bit special. I see it has some special settings. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This one is called Elimination. Elimination of silence. I will just not include the TCL part then. Which roles do we exclude here? Oh, this one is a precedent setup, guys. A precedent setup. Here you have it. Spirits of your dead. This is Spirits here. Detective is down here, I think. No. Where's Dead? I'm blind probably, but... Where's the detective, dude? Huh? Here. Fuck's sake. Night Watchman Bodyguard. 2 grumpy grandmas. Night Watchman BG. Then we have 2 grumpies. Oh yeah, this is a tough setup for the village, by the way. I see this right away. 2 grumpies, 2 RVs, a Cupid. We'll see your Voodoo Junior Nightmare. Voodoo. Where's Voodoo? It's up here. Junior and Nightmare. So yeah, basically you can disable the protection, the limited protection, Corruptor and Headhunter. This is the setup. What else? There have... Oh yeah, and Hidden Rolls upon death. This is such a chaos. Where you at? Hide rolls on death, let's go. Hello Slam Dunk Labs. Well, you're back. This game has... I don't know if it has a bright future. I think it... Some things definitely changed for the better, let's say that. But yeah, I'm already back to Wolvesville since 2021 actually. I only left... I actually only left for like half a year in the end. Let's exclude some roles. But yeah, we have to do the random roll of course, because I don't want some things to happen. Like, we don't have a fool. We don't have a fool. Where are you at? We don't want to have advanced rolls of the Corruptor. Which are advanced rolls of the Corrupt Ilu? Only Ilu nowadays, I think. Okay, you will come back later. See ya, Omega Lul. I don't have Judge, unfortunately, but it's also not in this setup anyways. The Judge is not in custom games yet. Let's see. What else do we exclude? Anything with Junior Werewolf and Wolfseer and Nightmare Werewolf. Means Voodoo, Storm, Sorcerer Beast as well, and the junior one, Split, Kitten, Wolfluencer. Alright. The Instigator needs to be excluded. And then we have a couple of I don't think I need to disable Gambler actually at all. I'm gonna exclude the Bodyguard advanced rules, which is Tough Guy and Seer Apprentice. And then we're gonna exclude the basic ones that we always exclude, Witch and Mayor. And Passy actually. Don't forget about Passy. Yeah, you have Ilu, that's sad, yeah. Well, you can use it in a different stream, perhaps. I don't know, is there like, do we have a setup with Ilu? We just had a couple of setups with Ilu, of course, but... Let's have Headhunter. High rolls on death. This is gonna be really tough for the village, I can already tell you. TCLHYPE is the password, of course. Alright. You guys can join right now. Evil Detective, I don't have to disable the Evil Detective because Evil Detective is nowadays an advanced role of the SK. The SK is not in the game, so... there you go. Let's see if anything went wrong. I don't think so. I think we're fine. Alright, so this is a pretty hard setup for the village. Free is President. President is one of those roles that, yeah, you don't get to play that often, obviously. There you go. So Bodyguard and Night Watchman is limited protection. So this is a setup that might... I'm maybe I'm gonna actually still adjust some setups, but it really comes down to what the setup creator thinks of it. Okay, the werewolves went for someone else than the President. Technically you can just tank through the Bodyguard and Night Watchman, but they're not doing that. But this is a really scary game for the werewolves. Or for the village, because if you are a Bodyguard or Night Watchman, you basically cannot claim. I want to see how that actually goes, because if someone claims Night Watchman, you make yourself and the President extremely... Oh wait, shit, I see a role that I forgot to exclude now. I didn't exclude the Mortician. Oopsie. Okay, well, I guess there's that. Or yeah, well, no death. You can barely hear me still. Alright, there you go. This is better then. This is definitely better. This is funny because the werewolves... Maybe I can also just adjust the microphone arm a bit. There you go. No, this feels a bit strange. I don't know. So basically, if you are claiming now as one of those protective roles, you are very suspicious because if you are real, you're gonna get nightmared. It's kind of strange because you get the opposite thing. If you claim, you're suspicious, and if you don't claim, you're not suspicious. That's like very how would you say that? It's like against your intuition. You explain it, okay? Okay, the couple died, but we didn't know what they were. This is a tough setup, I can tell you. And the werewolves know so much more than anyone else. And it's a pretty silent village as well. "12 claims Cupid." I really hope for this village that werewolf that the protectors are still alive, both, because it's limited. The Night Watchman is easy to attack, and the bodyguard only has so much they can do. And it's good that the president indeed cannot get coupled. How many games are you gonna do? I think this might be the last one, not sure yet. Maybe one more after this. I want to see how this goes, actually. Because I have no clue on how balanced this is. But I also don't really see many simulations. But it's really strange because, like, this is the perfect setting for simulations as werewolf, because rolls are hidden, and on top of that, you can easily do damage with these rolls. And that's actually the only reason why I think this village might have a chance, because the werewolves are not really active in day. Yeah, that would be a good strategy, Simon. You would probably need to, if you like RV, if you're like a weak RV role, then you can claim a important protector. Like this, in general, my vision is that the protective roles belong to the weakest roles in the game, because they are easy scapegoats. They cannot really confirm themselves. That's why they are easy scapegoats. And they are, of course, serving the more important roles, because they are there to protect a seer or a gunner or something like that. But in this setup, it's totally different, because the president is the main focus. So that means that the protectors are actually more important than the seers and the gunner. Although it's still, especially than the gunner. Like, the gunner is like the least, or not specifically the gunner, but like, I would say the voting roles as in Mayor and Grumpy Grandma, and the shooting roles are like the least important roles now when you have a president in your game. Yeah, I'm not gonna actually test all the setups today, because first of all, I don't know if I have access to the fortune teller, and second of all, and one of the first setup has the fortune teller actually, and yeah, second of all, I don't have the time to test all of them. We still have 2 more at least. Okay, what's this? The junior kill 11, so 13 was junior werewolf. I guess 11 was real. Yeah, I also feel like that, Kim, but I don't know. The Weirs are not attacking the president. It's either that, or the Wolfseer died, like, in the first night. Maybe Simon was Wolfseer. Like, if that was the case, then the werewolves might actually not even know that much info either. In that case, they might be scared that the protectors are still in the game. Like, I don't know. Yeah, one is muted, but you don't know if that was a Grumpy Grandma or Voodoo. Well, I don't know what the one is. Based on one's claim, we can actually deduce that maybe, but... I'm sure if there's like werewolves that do a lot more, like maybe I'm mistaken, and maybe all the like active players here are werewolves. But I feel like the werewolves are pretty silent here. But I think when the tournament actually happens, the werewolves are gonna be way more competitive, and they're gonna claim roles and actually try to manipulate the village. And then it's definitely gonna get a lot harder for the village to win. It looks like village is scared to vote. Yeah, we don't know what the hell died. Okay, see you later, Gavin from Oudheusden. I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly. What does CV mean? Does anyone know what CV means in this game? Does it mean like cover me or so? 7 is muted. 14 is red before I get muted. She werewolf. Why the heck do you don't have prot? So one claims SS. This is so much. This is, oh yeah, cover. Okay. Kim, do you mind sharing what you were? I want to have some insight in this game. I don't know. I feel like I don't know anything here. Imagine there's a headhunter and wins, and the headhunter wins now. They're gonna go 14, because 14 is red by 1. All you will say is, I wasn't Night Watchman. Okay. Did you claim Night Watchman then? This game is a bit slow because there's no bullets either. I told 2 to not fake Morty. Oh, so 14 claims werewolf here, basically. And Will claims Will was Aura. That's an RV role in that case. Yeah, you got tagged by the junior, I remember. So you're probably real. So now no one killed. I think the werewolves are trying to actually push through 3. Also, am I right if Corruptor hasn't killed anyone in this game? I don't think the Corruptor has killed. Turning Junior Werewolf into Reg. Yeah, who knows? I think Woolseer would be too OP in that case. 4 was Corruptor. People saying 4 was Corruptor. Okay, what they're doing, 7 is dying now. 7 claims Bodyguard. I don't know what I should think about that. That's a red flag for me. Now they get scared to kill 7, but that might also be the wrong thing. Yeah, you don't know what they all are. Oh my god. Yeah, they lose if that is the case, though. That's always with protective roles and precedent. Like, even if you add a doctor, for example, it's not gonna change that much. The only absolute no-go is a berserk in a precedent game. That's the worst. You're having a really confusing deja vu. What's the deja vu? It's late game. Yeah, late. Maybe people can claim roles now. But yeah, you never know. The problem is everyone has like, everyone is hidden, so you don't know if they're actually still speaking the truth or not. So many scapegoats, technically speaking. I gotta vote Headhunter, I think. Oh well. I would totally go with the Headhunter. Like, what is there to lose in a Headhunter vote? Or Headhunter claim? Like, they can be werewolf. Very well. The Headhunter is definitely not gonna add anything to the village here. Having a feeling that you already did a thing before. I know what a deja vu is, but what is the deja vu you're having now? Is game mode fun? This is such a tough game mode. Muted are Mortician. Funny. Okay, it seems like 2 is a werewolf then. I remember submitting Gambler Werewolf, and it's funny because Forgotten Werewolf. Wait. Where's the comment? Oh, you deleted the comment? That's the music over, lol. I think I'm gonna end it then after this game. I want to see quickly what is everyone here. Like, I want to see what actually really happened. Like, this is gonna be tough for us to judge as well as as game judge after the game. Hello, Duper. What is 2? Okay, game is actually over. 2 was Wolfseer. 4 was Corruptor. Oh, they were coupled with the Mortician. 11 was indeed... So 7 was indeed Bodyguard, as claimed. That's such a red flag. Oh, Simon was a Night Watchman. Holy shit, how did they not actually kill the President at any point? Like, they could have totally... Oh no, there was a... Oh, there was an RV Bodyguard. Ah. Right, I don't see your message, Omega Lul. So that was indeed Headhunter, not a lie. We knew that 13 was junior. Wow, this is cool to see. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, I'm gonna test these setups, of course, a lot more in the Discord especially. So if you want to join those tests, I recommend joining the Custom League Discord. Let me quickly create an invite. There you have it. Here you have it. This is the Discord. And you were player. One was player of the match, I'd say. What was one? What was one again? I forgot about I forgot what role was one. I'm fine, Duper, and you? Omega, you cannot send links in the because the bot is gonna remove the link. You can watch the live after it ended. Yes, I'm not taking down live streams. One was SS. Oh yeah, they did pretty well indeed. But yeah, there's also something I didn't tell about TCL yet. Submissions. What I do keep by saying submissions. Registration ends on April 5th. So that is in a couple of days, 10 days or so, a week maybe. So if you want to participate, be quick. There's also limited spots, probably around 32 spots, and everyone else who doesn't necessarily come after that, but who's not picked, will still be able to play a substitute. So that's always a thing. And yeah, something to make this tournament more competitive is even if you don't play, even if you play really well but you don't win, you can still get points for like if a different evil team wins, for example. In most setups, that is the case at least. Or if you really played well, there is a player of the match award of 5 points, which is a lot. And that actually goes to the player who has the best play in the game. So, and that can even be someone who lost. Usually not the case, but it can be. And yeah, there's also deduction points for people who game throw and do have the worst play. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and of course subscribe because we are close to 5k. If we hit 5k, there's gonna be big things. A role tier list, an updated one. It has been a couple years ago since I did that. And also a 5-hour stream. Maybe I combine them. Maybe I make 5-hour streams of ranking all the roles. We will see about that. And yeah, I will see you later, and don't be a traitor. Goodbye. And let's enjoy this outro.